What's going on, happy people? It is Captain John here, and I have another project that I want to show you how to do it the easy way. I have to make a specific tool to stop the water flow from a blocked seacock, ball valve, whatever you want to call it. The handle broke off, so we can't turn it. Okay, so I got to still stop the water flow because it is wide open, and we're trying to change out the water pump. These are the items I'm going to be using. Can you put it together before I build it? Can you put it together before I build it? Take a close look at that. I've got a liquid nail. I've got a wrench. Socket fits that nut. 2 washers and an eyelet. I have bungee cords. And I have 2 Dollar General buckets. Dollar Tree, sorry. This is what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, do you see that? Okay, let's do it. First off, what I want you to do is I want you to take all your pieces apart. I went to the hardware store and I got 2 washers, a lock nut, another nut to stop from going onto the eyelet, okay? Then what I got is my torch, and I went and warmed that up. I turned this upside down, and I put this dead center of the pail like that. We know that it's gonna go like this eventually, okay? So this is what we're gonna do, okay? We have all our pieces right there. You might not be able to see it, yeah you can. All right, so we get our liquid nail, okay? This is the fun part. Get a liquid nail, just goop it on there real quick. Now, what we're doing here is just trying to make a waterproof seal for that washer. That's all. And on the inside, you do the same thing around the hole. Okay? Not so bad, not so bad. Okay? Set that aside. Take that off my pool table cover. All right. So now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take our washer. We're gonna put it on the eyelet, and we're gonna find that hole. So let's see if we can find it without making too much of a mess. There we go. See, it went right through. Type a little bit of that off the top. Put your washer down. Put your nut on. Okay. This is gonna work. You got it together yet? We get our wrench. And we sandwich the washer and the nut together. Okay, now this project's gonna be done tomorrow. So what we're gonna do is tighten it all the way down. Not only does the washer stiffen this bucket without going through, okay? I'll let that dry overnight. Underneath the boat, there is a clamshell, and it kind of looks like this, okay? So the pickup through hull is right back here, and it has ribs where a diver can clean out, okay? What we're gonna do under the water is we're gonna grab onto one of these, and it's gonna grab onto this, and we're gonna shorten it really short, like this. So this bucket, got it yet? This bucket is gonna go boop, right up against the hull. And yes, there's gonna be a little seepage of water here, but when I open up that sea strainer, the pressure from the water trying to get in the boat is gonna even tighten this even more. At that point, I am gonna analyze the situation, and I might come up with a plumber's balloon and put in the sea strainer and let the mechanic do his job and then reverse the process. So let's get over there, just like this. And like I said, we're here in the engine room, and this is what we're up against. So we got the sea strainer right here. We're gonna take that cover plate off, and we're gonna use the bulb, blow it up, and see if we can stop there. If we can't stop it there, then we go under the water, and we go ahead and do what I said yesterday with the bucket that we made, and hook it to the, causing water not to come in, and then we're good to go on both sides. Then he can do his job. The raw water pump is right in there. And I'll get a light lit in a minute and I'll show you around a little bit. But for right now, let's go ahead and take this cover off. I'll get some light down here so you can all see. Okay, now we got some light. This is the sea strainer cap, and we're gonna be taking that off. Okay, it's a Graco. Remember, I was telling you about the valves. These valves right here, that right one is a Graco. The left one is Apollo, and they're two different valves, and that's the problem. There's a handle right there that fits perfectly, and this handle back here does not, and it's loose, and it will not turn the ball valve closed. So the mechanic and I and the owners, we decided we'll go ahead and shut off the water so the mechanic could do his job. And this is the job right here. He's going to take that cover plate off. It leaks. So he's going to take that off. He's going to take the whole unit off. And I'm here to stop the water for him. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, here's our system. See how we stuck it in the sea strainer? We pumped some air into it and it stopped the water. What we're hoping is it's low enough to stop both sides. So I'm going to do a backup. I'm going to go under the water and I'm going to close off the clamshell. So I'm talking with Nathan here, and he's the mechanic, and there's our new part that he's going to be installing. And I just want to stay on the same page as him, as we're going to go ahead and I'm explaining to him that there's a clamshell under the water, which he already knows. He's seen boats out of the water before. He's very knowledgeable. Coast Guard, by the way. And I'm going to go under there and stick foam in each one of those clamshell holes, and that's going to minimize the water. So in case something happens topside, we can control it from underneath the water. Okay, we got underneath the boat there. Me, my tools, we're all set up down here. Nathan's on the inside. You saw what we did with the blow-up bulb. That slowed the water down a little bit. The sea strainer is broken. It needs to be replaced. That's something we just found. I'm going to take you under the water here now, and I'm going to show you what I did to slow the water down enough for Nathan to reposition the bulb, and then you get a good idea. What we were talking about is shutting off the clamshell. Now, yesterday we built that bucket, but these clamshells are too big for the bucket. So the next size would be a next size bigger bucket. That bucket there was too small. His clamshell is about that big. But it's a great idea. That would have easily done the trick. But instead, I use my magic. Cut those in strips. And as you can see, when I go underneath the water, you'll understand what I did. Slice by slice by slice by slice by slice. Stuck it in there, and then communicated with Nathan inside the engine room. He says we're all good to go. Now he's going to change the unit out, and then I'm going to undo the process. So stand by just a second. We'll get under the water.
Step into the unknown. This is where dreams are born. Million miles away, but it still feels like home. In the land of heroes.
Okay, it looks like he's got the old raw water pump off, and we'll take a closer look at it a little bit later. But let's go see. And there's the old raw water pump in the box. So when we get it on the dock, we'll take a closer look at it. But there, all the tools are there. He's doing real good down there, making progress. So, just like that. All right, Nathan, we're undoing everything now, but Nathan came up with a good idea. It's time to change this. And the handle's broken. It's hard to get out to clean. He muscled it out, but we're gonna put it back in, and then we're gonna get another one, and then we'll reverse the process when we're in the yard or something, just to keep it secondary. But yeah, so we got the raw water pump on.
Yep.
And the hoses are on, and now we're gonna take and undo everything, get some water to it, and that's what Nathan's doing now. Then I'm gonna go back under the water, and I'm gonna go and take that foam that you saw me put in there, and then we got a full water flow, and then we're going to turn the engine on, and we know that we did the job right, so we're not even concerned about that. But it'd be nice just to start it and double check everything for everybody so they can see trial it.
Step into the unknown, 'cause this is where dreams are born. Million miles away, but it still feels like home in the land of
Okay, so here's the unit that we've been messing with. Okay, and the O-ring, there's a crack right there. And that was that little booger. And that goes up against the engine anyway. This is the impeller part. And see that gasket there? Looks, somebody's been in here. That looks like JB Weld all day long. It's just it doesn't seat properly. Yeah, it's all distorted inside there. Not good. But what is good is the company. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. There's no way that would have sealed. No way. I hope I'm not too close, but right there and there. But the company Southeastern did the job, and they're amazing, and it is done. So a little bit of teamwork. Nathan and I, we're still here. He's just about to fire the boat up, and we're gonna complete this job. You saw me get the foam out of there. I gave him the little go ahead. He's beep, the key's on. Right under there, we're looking at great water flow. Nathan's got the engines running, and this is what I'm standing back here waiting for, and plenty of water flow. Our job looks like it's doing really well. Another successful job done. Nathan's up there just giving it a little bit of throttle for the engines, and more water flow is coming out. And this is one of those dirty jobs that I get myself, jaw-dropping jobs that I get myself into. They should have no problem sea trialing this boat. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that notification bell, hit the thumbs up, pass this on to a friend, letting them know this stuff can be done in the water instead of hauling out of the boatyard. I'm Captain John. Out.